Hello and welcome to a quick tour of our makerspace here, where we got a bunch of old equipment discarded mostly by factories, and use what we can to still make things here. So the heart of this whole thing is a little CAD computer there. It's Windows 7 running Rhino 3D. If you're thinking of getting into any kind of 3D modeling, please take a look at Rhino 3D. The price just beats every competitor. The versatility and the things you can do with it are just really nice, and once you get the hang of it, you can. There's really not much you can't do with it. A lot of people go with ZBrush for organics, and ZBrush is nice, but the file sizes just get huge. Here's a Star Trek engine that I made for a guy, and it was pretty easy to design. Here's a screenshot of the Rhino that I just worked on today. This is a T-Jet chassis that I modded up, and I'm going to use it as a dolly to size up bodies for a guy. We're working together to make some T-Jet bodies. So here's my first CNC machine. It was made by ACT. Those little motors that are on the deck there, that's what came with it. They're junk. So it's got a 24,000 RPM liquid-cooled spindle on it now, and it works pretty good. I mean, the thing gave me a lot of problems, but right now it's working. I got a dust collector because this machine is set up for dry materials, and I've been trying to get as many computers stored in backup as possible because my stuff is running Windows XP and Windows 7. So I don't want to have to buy new software. Software is really expensive, so the software that I'm running is kind of obsolete, but as long as I keep backup computers, it'll still keep working and keep me in business. This is the ACT machine's new stepper motor drivers. I had some problems. I don't know what happened, but it just stopped moving. So I actually built 3 of these. The other ones burned up because I had some wires crossed or something. But I just kept buying them and building new ones. This one works pretty good. So we got new stepper drivers there. And this is a neat little power distribution that I got off Amazon so that I can turn on and off the dust collector, the coolant for the spindle, the fan, the light. You know, all those things are right there. You just hit a button, you can adjust them. So to the left of my design station is my Novacon machine. I bought that Novacon machine new, and it was really a lot of trouble. The best thing about it is it came with the G-code generation software that I can use to generate G-code, and that software can be very expensive. It came with this machine. I had to replace the computer. It fried. The motors fried. The motor driver fried. It's just really been a bad machine, and apparently it was built with every electrical connection loose. So this is a controller that I built for that machine, and it's actually a video game joystick kit from Amazon, coupled with a programmable keypad, coupled with a little thumb mouse, and it's really handy for controlling everything on this. I can drive the spindle around like Pac-Man. Next up, we have a 1983 Hansvet EDM sinker. Picked that up in Massachusetts. The warning label is a little intimidating. This did come with a manual, which was okay, but it's got a lot of really complicated charts. So I've been playing around with it, and I know it well enough to get it to work. The fluid in this is pretty costly. It cost as much as the machine did. I had to replace filters and hoses and things like that, but it works pretty good. You can burn one side of the mold to the other side of the mold and mate them up and knock the high spots off. I got a little carried away on my last mold and burned too far, but I'm learning. So I picked up all these cabinets at a second-hand store where they were thrown away by businesses and put dividers in them, and that's what I store all my products in. They work really nice. I got them for not very much money, and actually I got about 5 of these things. I just built a bunch of dividers from them. This is my inventory control system. It's a magnetic board, so that works okay. These are colorants you mix with the plastic pellets. Different people have wanted different colors, and I found a colorant for them and worked together. This is the Anycubic Photons cabinet with a heater because the resin likes to be kept warm. It's a handy little 3D printer. The build volume's a little small, but it's good for making decent things. I've actually been printing a 15mm 40K Army to use, and it's working great for that, so that's nice. Over here is my storage area for different molds. Built that out of I think it's 2x10s. maybe 2x8s, and a router. So that works pretty good. The gray one I purchased at that same scrap place that I buy all my used furniture from. This is a cooling system. It's a 30-gallon drum with a fan and a transmission cooler and a outside pond, the goldfish pond pump that's right in the bottom. Circulates the water, goes through in front of the fan, and displaces the heat. It does a pretty nice job of keeping things cool for at least a couple hundred parts. Rotary phase inverter because the industrial equipment needed three-phase. That actually cost a lot more than I thought it would. Here's the mold bolted up in there. You can see the plate that I put in the back with multiple locations. The electronic temperature controls are all new with audible and visual warnings because the thing would stick and just keep heating up and catch on fire. So now I have alarms that lets me know, hey, go over and see to this. We have a pretty simple control system, just a few buttons to adjust. There's some timers, there's some potentiometers, and a couple of different switches where you can select automatic, manual, single. You can adjust the ejectors. It's actually a pretty neat machine from 1972. And we got some entertainment here. We got a cable TV on the wall. We got speakers hung everywhere. No matter how loud the machine gets, I can turn up the music or the television to overwhelm it, which makes it a nice place to work. So there you have it, the Proxie Models Makerspace. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.